Hey, what's up, everybody? This app uses full screen. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? Put it on the live chat here, and doing it a little bit different tonight. I'm going to obviously have the camera turned around for the start of this. I got a new camera. I'm actually just kind of testing it out right now. I've not touched this thing till I set up this live stream, which actually took me a little bit longer. As you can tell, I'm a little bit late, and that's why. But I gotta say, the new camera looks pretty good. So I want to start off by saying thank each and every one of you guys for sharing, for promoting, doing anything to help out the ratings for Eating History. Because last week, or actually still this week, Wednesday, I should just say that, Wednesday was the best rated that we've been so far. And I think that has a lot to do with all of you guys out there and everyone. Like, I've been pushing really hard. I had a news interview that I did on the same day that we aired, which was Wednesday, and I think that might have helped out a little bit. And I know for a fact that you guys have helped sharing and encouraging your family members and friends to tune into the show. So here's a proposal. Let's try to get, and I know this is probably a stretch, but it's a huge goal of mine, is to try to get Eating History to the #1 rated show this coming Wednesday. It's our finale. It's our last new episode that will air, and I would love to get the ratings at least higher than they were. Let's try to hit #1. And here's my thought on that. You guys know how they will do like a friend chain, like share this with a friend and they'll have good luck, or they do stuff like that. It's just a chain. If I could convince all of you guys to share Eating History, just basically just start a chain on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on anything that you guys have with anything reach wise, and ask them to share watching the show this Wednesday. Let's see if we can use the word of mouth, the power of the internet, and just the power of using talking to each other as friends and getting, it's word of mouth really. I think that's been a big thing that's helped us out, is just word of mouth really, just telling each other about it. Because the last I checked, History Channel hadn't ran any commercials for our show for it's probably been about 4 or 5 weeks, if I was to guess. I don't know why that is, but obviously if they're not running commercials for it and our ratings are going up and we did really well this week, I feel like that is a win in my book. Without the help of them promoting the show, and we're doing better, then you say I sound better, and maybe it's got something to do with this new camera. I think it probably does. That you guys will have to tell me though. So wouldn't run Vomer commercials. Yeah, I don't know either, History Savior. I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm not going to talk much more about it because there's nothing really I can say about it. Let me turn the camera a little bit here. Yeah, there's not much I can say about it, but again, with just everybody, if everybody on here knows 100 people, and those people know 100 people, I'm talking like how your connections are on Facebook, and those people know 100 people, and you can convince each one of them on down the line, everybody to share and say, tune in this Wednesday. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's it's on at 9 Central. But I think it's on at 10 o'clock on the West Coast as well. That's when the first airing is, which is like midnight here. Is that right? Midnight? 11 o'clock here. It's 11 o'clock here when it airs. Or, I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to do numbers and watch a screen. It's too much. But tonight, I'm going to be doing something a little interesting. Now, hopefully MadDog shows up in the comments here, because MadDog sent me an MRE. It's been probably a few months ago. I would say probably 3 months ago or something. If you go, it was on a live stream when I unboxed and opened that stuff. Now, he sent me a Sirloin Steak Extreme Menu Number 1 from Minotaur Trading Company. Now, usually I try to do like a little bit of an older ration, or I try to do something foreign or something like that, or I'll do something from Bob from foreignmre.com or Minotaur or something like that, or something that one of you guys have sent in. Now tonight, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be having the Minotaur Menu Number 1. I really do hope that MadDog can tune in, but if he can't, he can rewatch this. I'll leave it up. I probably will be taking down the last 2 live streams for a while. I have figured out something from folks communicating to me that whenever I stop the live stream, I think I stopped the live stream. You press this little X. It's like right up here in my corner of my screen. I press the X and it says stop the live stream, and that to me would think that would stop the live stream. But it doesn't stop the live stream. It continues on until you verify and hit OK. So anyway, that I may continue to do that tonight, and you guys can see how I finish up my meal and do the cleanup and stuff like that. I don't know. You guys seem to not mind it, so I might let that happen. Gotten some really weird comments here lately. Not only on that, there's been a video that I posted that History Channel gave me to share where the Vikings do the I titled it Vikings Eating History, or Vikings Eat History, or something like that. And that video's kind of went mini viral. It's like at 130,000 views. But it stayed at like 2,000 views for 3 weeks or a month or something, and it took off, which might have had a little bit to do with helping out our ratings as well. Now, but I've been getting like a few weird comments. I've gotten some great comments. I have 2 sisters that they're my half sisters on my dad's side. Well, they were from my dad, but with someone other than my mom, obviously, because they're my half sisters. But they didn't even know that I had a television show until Wednesday when I done the local news interview, and they both found out that way. So that tells me that the word hasn't gotten out very well about the television show. I don't want to talk a lot about the TV show. That's not what my channel is about, and that's not what this is about. But I would like to see the TV show do well. Tonight, as you can see right here, hopefully this will pick it up pretty well out here. It's going to be backwards on your screen, but right there, as you can see, this is a 1978 Michelob, and this is not an Ultra or anything I don't even think they had them back then. But check the top of this thing out. If I can get it to focus. This front camera is probably not going to focus as well. But I've got a church key in my back pocket to open this bad boy up. Like this. As you can see, this one says Lucky Lager on it. It is a branded church key. That's right, Info Warrior. It is a 42-year-old beer. And oh my gosh, I have not looked inside this thing yet. Holy crap, History Savior, great work, my friend, and it will get to number 1. Hope everyone is well, and much love. If everyone watching this live stream at some point shares it, and they share it, and they share it, I think we do all have the power to make Eating History the number 1 viewed show in the ratings this coming Wednesday. I really do firmly in my heart believe that, and that's all I can do. I can just stay positive and do my part to try to get the word out and share. Looks like somebody, did I just see happy birthday? By the way, thank you again for that super chat, History Savior. I super appreciate it. And Sticky Fingers' birthday's coming up. Got to say a big happy birthday to Sticky Fingers. And see my cat frolicking in the background there. There. What are you doing, buddy? Boy, he is hyped up. I don't know what is going on with him. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to be having a sirloin steak from MadDog tonight. And I have the... Maybe... Hang on, let me see if I can show you guys the chunks floating around in this thing, because it is chunky. Look at the bottom right here. You guys can see that? Look at that. Oh, no. That's... Do you guys see that? Hey, birthday, JW, don't party too much. So it's JW's birthday. Happy birthday to JW. JW Speaker, I believe, is who is on here right now. Let's see if I can get out of the light. Can you guys actually see that? Let me wipe the condensation off of it. There's like a whole corner of it right here where my finger's at. It's just all chunks. Oh, those are big chunks too. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing. You guys, yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it. Maybe when we get it inside, I'll put a flashlight underneath it, because this is gonna be worth looking at. But now, since I'm having a steak tonight, James Ortiz says yeast. We have come to the conclusion. Me and Gabe have talked at length about this, and we think it's actually proteins that form because of the yeast. But we think it's actually clumps and chunks of proteins that will bond and bind together after so many years. But I don't really know, because it seems like old beers and wines or anything like that will produce chunks, and those chunks will have like sometimes they'll be like how do I put this? They'll almost seem like a mold or something, and then sometimes they'll be like gelatinous and chunky, almost like a solid. It's really strange, and this looks like it's going to have some solid chunks in it. That beer that I had 2 weeks ago, would have been 2 weeks ago, yeah. The 1982 World's Fair beer, that thing was super chunky. But the one that I had last week was I mean, incredibly skunky. It was probably one of the worst tasting beers. No, I can't even say that. No, I've had way worse tasting beers. I can't wait for you guys to see this week's episode of Eating History. It's in the description of Eating History this coming week, but there is something on there that I can guarantee you that nobody watching this right now has ever seen happen to anything in their life. You've never seen this happen to a consumable. I should say you've never seen this happen to a consumable. It is going to be super interesting. Michelob was pasteurized, killing microbes. It is protein similar to what's found in vintage wine. That's what Fred says. See, that's what me and Gabe came up to the conclusion of how or what ends up in the bottle or the bottom of these alcoholic beverages. Now, I'm gonna have a cigarette with you guys, and then we'll go in, okay? We'll have a cigarette, and we'll talk to you guys and watch the chat. Hello, Miss Sharon. Hello, Miss Marilyn. By the way, Miss Marilyn is wonderful. If anybody doesn't know that, then you ain't been on these live streams for very long, because Mr. Tracy Phillips, I don't know if he's in the chat or not, but if Tracy's in there, that's definitely what Tracy would say right now. And she is wonderful. Miss Marilyn is great. She's a great asset to this community. And if you guys haven't checked out Ann and Alan, their bakery, she's out of Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. Some insanely good gooey butter cakes. You can order one and have it shipped just about, I'm sure, anywhere in the United States. So, hey, Smokey History, Mrs. Trucker, Marilyn, Dub, Meta, James, and Rachel. Hearts up for Marilyn. So I'm actually actively very hard trying to quit smoking. I've been talking this crap for months, but I've been doing very well for a change. I think it's just I've came to the realization in my head, like, I've got to do something about this. And for me, at least, slowing down a lot is a big plus. So if I can stretch a pack out 3 to 4 days, then I'm doing pretty good. That's a whole lot better than half a pack to a pack a day. So I'm definitely moving in the right direction, and I intend on stopping completely. So I did send a notification out, and I do not have my phone to receive texts on me. Of course I do not. But yeah, it's good to just kind of... History Savior, he said, I quit. It's depressing. I hear you. Has the TV show brought more people to YouTube? No, it has not. I've actually looked at my numbers, and my numbers are the same. I've grown the same no matter what. Now, where that Vikings eating history video went viral, I can't tell, because that happened at the same exact time that I had the news channel the news interview at WSAZ News Channel 3, my local television station around where I live, and that's about the time I got a little bit of an increase in my subscribers. But I honestly think that was because I've talked about my YouTube channel in that news broadcast, and I think that's why I got a little bit of a spike in my subscriber base. But as far as that goes, like, nah, not really. The TV show hasn't affected my YouTube channel in growth at all, and I'm fine with that. I don't expect that. I don't really care to have that happen. I think the larger YouTube, I think about 50,000 subscribers is about like a comfortable area. When it gets much larger than that, 50,000 subscribers of subscribers that are actually active. If you go much higher than that, it gets pretty hard to keep up, and which you can never please everybody. But Fred Thorne says, Smokey, do you have a publicist? And I would have to answer that by saying I'm not sure what their title is. I do have they've assigned me a person that does things like that handles local media, newspaper articles, things like that. And then I also have another person that handles like bigger stuff, like the Today Show, or and of course there hasn't been any interaction really with her. That's a woman that does that I've talked to. I've talked to her. I've met her before in New York, and yeah, that. To answer your question, I'm not sure if that's their title, but I do have someone that's supposed to handle that type of stuff, and I don't want to go into that too awful much, because the only thing I can say is I think that this pandemic has, number one, it has affected our show tremendously. Our show dropped right in the very middle of like the height of the craze over the coronavirus. And whenever I checked the ratings, when it first dropped, I checked our first episode and I checked the second, and from the first week to the second week, it dropped. Our ratings dropped, and since then I didn't look until someone involved in the show and stuff told me Wednesday, or they actually told me Thursday, that we were up in the ratings pretty good. But the reason that I didn't check back is because whenever I looked at the ratings for that Wednesday that we aired our first week, I would say 80 to 85 out of 150 of the top 150 shows were all news channels. CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. It was, everyone was watching the news, and they were not, especially 10, 11 o'clock at night, they were watching news channels. So we're fighting against everyone wanting to watch the news. I mean, basically that's what's happened. And if anybody watching right now wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up if you enjoy these at all. Hey, MadDog's here. He's going to get to see it. All right, good deal. Yeah, dude, I imagine over half of Canada is with you, Smitty. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Man, oh, man. I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't see it. But I have to imagine it's what Trudeau did yesterday. And, buddy, I'm going to tell you what, that is BS. I'm just going to say. Um, that's not fair to the law-abiding citizens that have every right in the world to own those that were purchased. Who cares what you guys are doing with them? Like, you guys are the ones that are following the law. The ones that don't follow the law, they're going to get them anyway. They're going to do it anyway. Show Smokey your love and hit the thumbs up. David Bracken, thank you so much for that comment. Very well put. But yeah, Smitty, dude, I think that's just, I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't ever want to see anything like that happening in the United States. They tried to pull that crap in Virginia, and literally West Virginia adopted 3 counties from Virginia because we told those counties, West Virginia did, our governor, or our state, told them that if they were going to try to pull that crap in Virginia, that they could become part of our state. And that was solidly in the books. If they wanted to defect over to our state, we would be happy to take them. And hopefully West Virginia keeps that attitude about it. So, but yeah, hit that thumbs up. Hey, hit that thumbs down if you don't like it. Either way, let Google get that little bit of information that they just crave. Google just loves to get their fingers in everybody's business, and they love to know. So, Miss Marilyn says ARs are banned in Canada. That's most likely. That I'm sure that was on the list. I think it was 150 different. Yeah, I would love to just talk a bunch about this, but I'm sure Google's algorithm will pick up on it and know exactly what I'm talking about very quickly. So the light is fading out here on me. I'm gonna grab my brewski here, my Michelob. I think that's cool up there on the top, the Puerto Rico. Get it in focus. That Puerto Rico, all that nice gold leafing, or it's just like a gold aluminum foil wrap. It's actually a really sweet bottle. And this was also, I believe, I'm not 100% on this one, but I'm pretty sure that GabRilla gave me this one as well. And there's a link to GabRilla's channel right at the top of the description. And the first link that you'll come to is a link over to MadDog's channel. And I would definitely suggest you guys go over there, click on MadDog's channel. He's been busy with the pandemic and stuff, hasn't been posting as much. I just checked out his channel, but got plenty of videos over there for you guys to watch. Go over there, tell him Smokey sent you, hit him a thumbs up, or a subscribe. He would really appreciate that. I see Salty Croc in here. Algorithm seemed to work with the title of this stream. I had a barbecue sauce ad before the video started. Hey, how about that? Yeah, the sirloin steak. And I can't put exactly what I'm having here because I'm sure that would probably... Oldsmokey, does the alcohol per volume change on old beer? It really doesn't on old beer, but I think I'm not a wine connoisseur. I really don't know a whole lot about wine. I've been trying to learn more. I want to become more... I want to become more educated and more well-versed in everything as far as old food is concerned. I have learned a lot, and I have researched my butt off to know everything that I know and have presented on the television show. Every bit of that was just research. Anything that you hear voiced over, that we have all that of us saying that on film. So it's not like that's not there. It's just they chose to run like a clip in the background or something like that, so they had us do a voiceover so it sounds a little clearer. But I broke my cigarette. That's what's going on. Alright, let me put this thing out because it's broken anyway. Yep. Alright, here we go. We're going to go inside. And we're going to attempt to eat this sirloin steak. Now, sorry guys, it's going to get dark for a second. Hang on. Open my window. It's hot in here. All right. So we're going to be attempting to eat this sirloin steak. Now, I can't guarantee that this sirloin steak is going to be good. I've had it for a few months, and I saw a couple people open up the extreme MREs, and they weren't edible. Flip around, buddy. There we go. All right. There we are. That's what the camera angle is going to look like in here. Let me see if I can. There we go. And there is the extreme MRE, menu number 1. Let me turn this television volume off. Forgot to do that because I was outside. There we go. All right. Okay. Now I'm back. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. Now, we'll start off by saying I'm going to be using this tonight. This was sent to me by Alright Eeyore. And if you guys haven't checked out Alright Eeyore's channel, then I don't know what you're doing. You got to go there and check his channel out. Check out MadDog's channel. Check out GabRilla's channel. Those 3 channels, if you guys hit those and hook them up with a subscribe tonight, you'll be doing good. Now, this came very well packaged. This is actually from the fellow who runs Demolition Ranch. Sorry, Demolition Garage. Demolition Ranch. That is exactly where this came from. He started a knife line. There's a sticker in here. There's a little dog tag thing, skiff, and it comes in a little pouch. This is going to be the tool for the night. I love the texturing on that blade. It looks really sharp. Now, I gotta say, this camera is picking things up very, very well. It's a two-tone. It's like a light gunmetal gray on that side and black on this side. It's steel on both sides. It's a really good-looking blade, though. The autofocus is very quick. You can see. That's some details about the knife. It looks like it's 424A steel, I would say. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. I haven't been a hardcore knife collector. I am a knife collector, but I'm not a hardcore collector, so I don't. I've never dove into the information behind each and every type of knife because I don't know why I haven't done that. Because I've got a bunch of knives. Been collecting since I was a kid. As a matter of fact, I had the first knife that my stepdad bought me whenever I was probably 9, I would say. It's a case, and it was carbon steel, and I was a kid, and I didn't take care of it, and now it's like, rusted and it pitted a little bit. I mean, I've got it cleaned up now, and it's not all rusted and all pitted, but it did, I just must have threw it in a storage area and left it in there after I'd handled it, and the oils on my fingers really did a number on it. So I hate that happened, but that is what happened. So, okay, now I have, oh, sorry, I didn't know you called. What'd you need? Oh, well, go back there and make him plug his phone in right now.
His phone is ringing.
Why? Well, I told him when he to plug it in and turn his ringer up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Just getting into a bunch of text messages from you guys. All right. I've got to come up with something cool for GabRilla. He's hooked me up with quite a few. He gave me those 2 that I've already done. And then he also gave me this one. And I also have a few of my own. I have one beer. I have a bunch, but they're not old enough. They're all stuff that I've bought in my own lifetime. Holy crap, there's a beetle in here. awesome. Great, great, great. So we're going to go ahead and just get started with this. We're going to set this off to the side here a little bit. Let me see if I can get you got here. Hang on, I got a flashlight in my pocket. I should have just done this outside. It would have been better. That's not enough light. Let's see if this is enough light. That's not enough light either. Hang on. I'm going to go get a good flashlight. Just be right back. Did you give Sebastian his medicine?
Yes.
Don't say yes if you didn't, because he needs it. Okay. Let's see if I can show you guys this. It's all on the very bottom. It's hard to hold. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's not... Look, there's a bunch on the bottom, if you can kind of tell. The light's not even wanting to shine through the bottom because it's so covered. Look at that. I'd love to be able to get you a shot of all, kind of so you could see all the solidity on the bottom, but look, the light's not even shining through the bottom, and this is a really, really bright light. I mean, it lights that bottle right up. Shake it up a little bit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There it is. There's the chunks. They don't even float for very long. Look at the... Oh my God, look at the size of those. Oh boy. Alright. Well, steak in a bottle tonight. Steak and a bottle. Alright. Set that off to the side there. Let's see what's in this thing. There's a menu list here on the front. This is the Extreme Menu Number 1, Sirloin Steak. There should be a link to Minotaur in my description. If not, just look up Minotaur Trading Company, and you'll find the company. Now, the last thing I heard from Bob was telling me that he's having a hard time resupplying because the government has bought Warnick, Sapaco. They bought all the manufacturers of MREs out of all their components. Not only did they buy them out of their rations that they had completed, you know, they usually have a surplus of rations after they supply the government with their mandated yearly supply of MREs for the military. They usually have extras left over. That's how a lot of them end up in, you know, in circulation. But the military, or not the military, but the government and the military both have bought out everything that they have made and everything that they're going to make for the next 3 months, is what he told me. Now, that's just me, that's hearsay. That's me going on what Bob told me. So, if anybody wants to pause this at this point in the video and see what is in this thing, there you go. You just got yourself a good quick look at that. And this peelable seal is not want to cooperate. There, it's started. All right, here we go. Let's see what's in this bad boy. There we go. Set the bag right there. Yeah, right there for now. Okay, we have a smoothie snack blend. Coconut, cane sugar, SO2 yogurt chips. Are you supposed to mix water in this or anything? Like, it says smoothie. Oh, it's a snack blend. Okay. When I think of smoothie, I think, okay, I'm going to have some kind of a thick, fruity drink thing. So there's the smoothie snack blend. Here we have mashed potatoes instant mashed potatoes that are gluten-free. 160 calories in this little pack. That's hard to believe, but okay. 160 calories. Here we have an applesauce cake, trans fat free. That's what the TFF stands for. Anybody that wonders, I still hear people asking about that all the time, or people that aren't familiar with MREs that might happen to make a video on it. They're like, TFF, what's that mean? What is it? It's trans fat free. No trans fat in that. Trans fats are bad for you, so they say, and they taste awful good, but usually things that taste really good are bad for you. And here we have some white rice instant. I don't really know why we have white rice, but okay. So we have some instant white rice for some reason. here we have our, this should be an 8-ounce sirloin steak. 66 grams of protein, 462 calories. And we have a standard, well, I was going to say military flameless ration heater, but it is not. It is a Shore Pack from, I don't know when. I would say 2012. I don't know. Not going to be using that anyway. Got your hot beverage bag right here. Probably won't be using that either. And here is our little standard pack. Let's see what's in this. Very loud, noisy bag, I'll say that. We got a package of Smarties, and that beetle's flying around. Awesome, awesome. Here's our spoon. Well, that's an old spoon. I ain't seen them. I don't know. I thought they stopped using those. Card that says basic pack and everything that is contained in it. Nice little card. I don't know why you would put that in there, though. It's kind of a waste of cardboard. Bunch of little condiment things here. We got salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. We got a packet. Come on, focus. Focus. Oh, come on. You ain't going to do this to me. Been doing so good, camera. Sugar. Deep nor rich coffee. Some true lime. Some true lemon. We have a clear grape drink, 100% vitamin C. That's cool. There's your wet nap. Doesn't say wet nap on it anywhere, but it's a wet nap. And coffee creamer. Next up, we have a thing of sweetened condensed milk, the SCM creamer or spread. You can use it for either. Thing of grape jelly. Oh, a thing of cream cheese icing. And peanut butter. And last but not least, we have a wheat snack bread. So there is the whole meal laid out in front of you. Going to have to use this bad boy at some point. Going to take this and throw this in the water right now. I'll refrigerate after opening this product fully cooked. It's not bloated in any way, which is what I was in a little bit of fear of happening to this, because I saw some of the hot dogs that actually blew up like that. It feels pretty soft, but it's going to go get cooked right now. It's going to go get warmed up right now. Be right back. Gave you all I had, but I had to give you more. Okay. Probably better put in some power on this camera. There we go. Okay, we're down to 69% on the camera. Now, where to start? Oh yeah, hang on a second. I'm gonna go see if I can find. I should have some apples. Yeah. I got some apples in here. Hang on. Please. Alright. Sorry about that, guys, but I have been wanting to do this for a long time. Apple pieces and spice sauce to go along with the apple sauce pound cake. Now check out these butter buds. This little package is blown up like a helium balloon. It is literally like ready to pop. I don't understand why that would be Looks like these were produced most likely in 2017, I'm going to guess. 17122. Let me see if there's a Best By date on these things anywhere, if it says it's commercial product. I don't know what... I don't know. I don't know. I want to try them, but if they're no good, it could ruin my dinner. Alright. Whoop. Hit the camera. How about that? But yeah, guys, let's not forget about, I don't know, this has been on my mind to try to see if I could get you guys to, what in the world? Why is it not focusing? Okay. Weird. There's the wheat snack bread, there's the peanut butter. With the grape jelly. Cream cheese icing. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. There's a cake. Here's the apples that I'm adding. Yeah, I'm cheating. Get over it, anybody who's watching this that doesn't like it. Tough snot. Oh, awesome. My dog's barking. Sebastian. Alright, let's see. Tray up in the camera a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this rice. It just kind of seems rather pointless with this meal. I don't know. Because I'm going to have the... I mean, I guess you could choose to have rice, steak and rice, and use the liquid from the steak to rehydrate this rice. Empty white accessory kit bag. Which it didn't come with a white accessory kit bag. Add contents of pouch to bag. Add half a cup or 4 ounces of boiling water. Yeah. Yep, that one didn't come with the white accessory packet bags, which those bags are nice, and I have used those before, actually. And I do not have my hot water. Be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm back. We're going to do the not deep nor rich coffee. It always looks like there's something in the bottom of this cup. There we go. I'm going to want more coffee than that. I can tell you that already. Now, I had the coffee that Kayfabe sent me sitting here. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of this Nescafe Classic into this, because the deep nor rich coffee never does the trick for me. There we go. That should be about right. I don't want to go... Yeah. Might have to add a little bit more. Oh, I hope I got some extra sugar in here too, because I'm going to need it. That big cup of coffee. And I don't have any extra sugar. Of course, very ill prepared today. There we go. What's this? Oh, forgot about that. Smoothie snack blend. Boom. There we go. And here's our creamer. I guess I could just use the sweetened condensed milk to sweeten this up and cream it up. There we go. All right. That's what I'll do. Where is it? It's cream cheese. Where is the sweet condensed milk? Did I lose it? Am I losing my mind here? It's got to be under the tray or something. Yeah, there it is. Bad about losing stuff under the tray. I've done that before. This is where the knife is going to come into play. Slice a little corner off of that. That should be enough for me. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. There we go. Nice little helping of sweetened condensed milk to go in that coffee. There's my spoon. Oh yeah, that's a good color there. That looks like it's going to be a pretty good cup of coffee. It's going to be a mix of Nescafe and the deep and rich that I like to call not deep nor rich. All right, what do we need to do here? 4 ounces of water for the mashed potatoes as well. I'm going to use this bowl right here. Because there's no way that this bag would hold the water and the mashed potato flakes as well. And I'll use this as a lid to cover it up to hold the heat the best I can. Stick that in there. Alright. 4 ounces. I'm going to guess that I probably should put about 3.5 in there. 3, and let's go with 3. Yep. That should do it right there. If I have to add more later, I always can. Remember, guys, you can't take the water out, but you can always put more in. And when you put more in, it heats it up a little bit more, too. There we go. I'm also going to add some of these butter buds before I mix them up. Now, I want to smell. Yeah, it smells fine. It looks fine. Yep, that's about all I'm going to put in there. I'm going to put about half a pack in there. I think I'm supposed to mix these up. Looks like I may need to add a little bit more water. Yep, that's what's going to happen. I guess the 4 ounces might have been right on the money on these. There we go. Hopefully that's not too much. And hopefully it's enough. These things are pretty much instantly done as soon as the hot water hits them, huh? They're looking like they're a pretty good consistency, I would say. I mean, they're a little bit, they could be a little bit maybe thinner. But I'm going to leave them this way until I get my steak juice out, and I'm going to add some of that to them to maybe act as a little bit of a gravy, I think. Get the spoon cleared off here. Cover them up. Set them on top of my coffee. That might even help a little bit too. Alright, what's next? Get the apple cake out. It's going to go in the center spot right there. Showcase this bad boy. Look at that. Oh yeah. Let's take a good look at that. It smells really good. Yeah. There's a chunk of it left down in there. I'm going to eat that. It's because I don't want to wait. That's one of the better pound cakes that they've ever came up with, I gotta say. Alright. We can put some of this cream cheese on it here in a little bit, maybe. Now we got this clear grape. We're going to put 8 ounces of water to this. Oh, it's clumped up a little bit. That's weird. Ooh. Almost looks like rice. Looks weird. I'll show you guys what I mean here in just a second. See if I can get it to... See that? It looks like rice, does it not? I'm not crazy. It smells like grape. I guess that's a good thing. Looks like I'm running out of water here at my table. 2 empty bottles. Has this one been opened? Nope. Has this one been opened? Nope. Let me go grab a water. Okay. Probably time to get the steak out of the water too. I probably should have just went ahead and grabbed that while I was in there, but I didn't, so I'm hoping that all that crap dissolves in there. Just gonna have to let it set for a little bit and see if it will dissolve completely. That's the hope anyway, huh? Alright, I'll set this over here. Got salt and pepper, true lime, true lemon. I don't really know what I'm going to use the true lime or lemon for, but it's there. We got our wheat snack bread opened up. Well, that looks weird. It's there, there, there. I guess that's just grain, but I don't know, man. That looks like green. This looks like this has started to mold. That's definitely green in color. Should not be green. I don't know about this thing. It looks a little weird to me. It'll probably be alright. Feels a little moist. Maybe that's why. It's got the oxygen absorber in there. Okay, got our smoothie blend, some apples to put on our apple cake. Looks like I'm ready for the steak. I can add some peanut butter and jelly as I go, and we'll open that up here in a few. Now, they only did this steak for a very limited amount of time. And that's the reason that MadDog sent it to me, is because I couldn't get one. Because they were already gone. And everybody I've seen do a review on one of these has raved over how good it was. So, have they changed something about the wheat snack bread? I don't recall ever seeing one go bad. For decades, suddenly I seem to be seeing quite a few reviewers finding bad ones. They must have changed something in the recipe, would be my guess, G. Schultz. That's probably why we're seeing them go bad. If I was to guess, that's probably what it would be. Or that's what I would think. Now this knife is nice and sharp, as you can see. Oh, I don't want that juice leaking out of there. There we go. Got steak juice on the knife that I just licked. Yep, that's just how I roll. There's steak coming out of the daggone thing. Okay. Okay, get in the bag, get in the bag. There we go. Now there's a look at the steak. It's kind of looking like it's not as done as I would like it, but I'm actually going to go as far as to add a little bit of that juice, that fatty juice, over into my mashed taters. Yep. As you can see there, I'll give you a close-up of that. That doesn't look bad to me. Might add a little bit more over on them. Yep, about like that. The rest is coming out on the tray with the steak. And there it is. A little bit more fat on it than I'd like, but I can eat around that, I believe. Jeez. That's literally just falling off of there. Yep. Yeah, I know a couple people in this household that's going to enjoy that. Couple animals, I should say. I guess I don't have a fork for the steak. I never really thought about that till just now. But I'll use one of these Polish ones right here. Cut into this bad boy. Now I'll tell you what, it is good and soft. And that cut right through. Dip it in there. It'd be nice to have some A1 sauce with this. I mean, not that you need it. If you got a good steak, you don't need steak sauce, but I still like to have steak sauce every now and again. There is a look at that, and that's looking pretty daggone good. Does anybody know German word? Does anybody know German? Karsten, if Karsten is on here, he is fluent in German because he is German. All right, here we go. Down the hatch. Whew, that is really hot. Okay. I'm going to move this. That steak is nice and meaty. Seems like it's a pretty decent quality steak. I wouldn't call it top tier, but I wouldn't call it bottom tier either. Now, the only thing I know after that would follow that up would be a 1978 Michelob. Hey, can you turn that down a little bit? Yeah, I can hear it in here like plain as day. So the Michelob, 1896 is whenever I can't pronounce, but the Adolphus Busch, I guess, drafted the beer for connoisseurs. And then in I'm reading this straight off Wikipedia if anybody's guessing, but 1961 Anheuser-Busch produced a pasteurized version of Michelob, which allowed legal shipment of beer across state lines. And then bottled beer began to be shipped soon after. And the brand was introduced in cans in 1966. Now, bottled Michelob was originally sold in a uniquely shaped bottle called a teardrop bottle because it resembled a water droplet. The teardrop bottle was awarded a medal from the Institute of Design in 1962. And then 5 years later, the bottle was redesigned for efficiency in the production line. This bottle was used until 2002, when it was dropped in favor of traditional bottles. The teardrop bottle was used again from January 2007 to October of 2008. That's interesting that they brought back the teardrop bottle. I would like to see a teardrop bottle. I'm going to have to look that up. I read this all earlier and was reading up on the good old Michelob here. I am not looking forward to that huge pile of chunks in the corner of that bottle down there, but whew. Yep. Yes, sir. I just saw delicious Gabe beer. Yes. I know. I think you just now are popping in and been talking your channel up, my dude. Trying to get some folks to go over there and hit that subscribe button on Mr. GabRilla's channel. Give him a like, follow, subscribe, whatever that everybody says. I guess I'm behind the times from all these. I'm technologically challenged, I would say. Clean my knife off here. Doing this for a reason. I'm going to have to continue to use my knife here that R.A. Eeyore sent me. It is a good looking knife, I gotta say. Good looking knife. Alright. I changed my camera angle there a little bit. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is take the knife around the foil here. As you can see, that stuff rips quite easily. I want to try to preserve the integrity of the look of this bottle the best I can. It's not every day that you find a 1978 Michelob. Now, there's your date right there. This actually might be older than that. I think that's it, right? Gabe, I'm not mistaken. This is a 78, right? It's got some print numbers on it right there. 907422. But I'm pretty sure this is the year. That's what we had determined. Eyelash on there. Alright, church key. What did I do with it? Did I lose it, really? Wow. Awesome. Well, I might have set that down outside. I don't think I did. He's going to regret turning that out. I think I'd rather actually have it spread throughout, to be quite honest, Fernbark, versus drinking it all at the very end in one gulp, because usually that'll almost stop you up. There it is. Okay, I stuck it in my pocket. There it is. It's a little rusty right there. Need to try to clean that up if I can. A little bit anyways. Might just take like the rough side of a cleaning pad to it. Wonder if I can use the flat side. Alright, here we go. Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Look at that. Oh, that smells horrible. I don't even know what to do. I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a... I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Oh, okay. I get it. Thanks, Fred, for that super chat. I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Okay, I got it. I had to say it a little faster. Oh, no. Oh, look at... What is... Do you guys see that? All right, I'm taking that out of there just because I can. I don't even really want that on my finger. Oh, that is gross. There you go. That's what I'm going to be drinking. How old is the beer? Sticky Fingers from 1978. Gay protein or not, that's disgusting. That is just absolutely gross, dude. I'm going to need a 100-year-old cigarette after this. Jeez. It looks like crap. Legit. Look at, you see how solid that is? Remember how I was telling you guys when you get down to the bottom and it feels like solid? I'm paying you to chug that nasty thing now. It's going down the hatch, buddy. I'm working up the balls here. I don't think cleaning the lid's going to help much, but thank you for the super chat again there, History Savior. Man, oh man. I might have to change this to a dare, $100, and I'll drink this thing, because it's way worse than I thought it was, actually. I can't believe that big old chunk was just sitting on the top like that. And it smells, boy oh boy, I gotta get a whiff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I wish you guys could smell that. Give you a good... Can you smell it? Lick the lid. Yeah, nope, that's not going to happen. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter, really, because I'm going to be drinking it anyway. Starting to look like a vomit starter kit. God. Don't make me think about that right now. Alright, let me get moved around here because I might have to flip the camera around. Whew. Jeez. CT said, don't do it. Yeah, that's not going to happen, but thank you for the super chat. And Smitty said, all right. All right. Yeah, cure for the Rona. Good old Puerto Rican. Another 5 for the chug challenge. Here we go. This I should be able to chug this pretty good, I think. I'm just going to have to I'm going to have to put the chunks out of my... I've drank worse than this. I know I have. The bottle doesn't help, though, guys. The light being able to get into that. The bottle is not exactly a good thing. Can is much better. Alright. Here we go. I'm sweating this one. I'm sweating right now. It's hot in here, too. My air conditioner is freezing up, and nobody will come fix it because everything being on lockdown. There you go. Just to verify, you can still see the... anybody who thinks I'm trying to swap it out or whatever... which I would never do. There it is, the 78. And I'm sure you can probably, if you look hard enough, see chunks up in that bad boy. Oh, yeah. See, do you see this? That's light coming through right there. The rest of this, I mean, literally the entire bottom is solid because it's all chunks. All right, here we go. Rachel Sunshine says, I need the cure for COVID-19. For some Tums. Here we go. God, this thing stinks so bad. Oh, thank you guys for the super chats, by the way. Saltycroccollectibles, which there's a link in my description as well. I am sweating. Will you turn the air conditioner off? Because it's just freezing up. Sorry, I had to open some windows real quick. Alright, let me get back down to the bottom here. I haven't been this nervous about drinking a bottle in a long time, or about doing anything, really. I'm pretty daggone nervous about this one. Here we go. Oh my God. It's not all gone. It's almost though. It's like just a whoo. Oh man. Okay, so it's so far it's been pretty smooth, I would say. And it's nowhere near as skunked as last week's. Last week's was 10 times skunkier than this. Don't look in it. Don't look in it. Don't look in it. Don't look in it. It's so bad. Oh man. I wish I'd have just finished it. Oh, that's just oh. That's just like, it's the only thing left is the chunks. It's literally, oh man. Why do I keep looking at it? I don't know why I keep looking at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. That's what what's his name? Yeah, the YouTube guy says look at it. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm not sure, Ryan. I don't think it might get a little bit more strong. But as you can see, there's just like, it's literally just, this is what you would typically leave in the bottom anyways, like if you were every day drinking that. Like it's, I can't even make it cover the bottom. Oh, that, I want to eat my steak before it gets cold. I want to try it with the mashed potatoes. Sebastian, buddy. I wonder if I can cut this with this butter knife. That'd be a true test, won't it? Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Cut right through it, didn't it? I'll savor this steak. Oh, that fork ain't gonna hold up. Cutting against the grain there now. Mix a bite with the, it's gonna have to get that beer taste out of my mouth. Here we go. Oh, that's where it's at. Right there. Steak and, oh, get on there together. There we go. Steak and potatoes, a little bit of steak juice up in the potatoes. My dogs are freaking out. I'm gonna have to go let them in. Hope Oldsmokey has a private bathroom I cannot imagine tomorrow. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be good. It wasn't that good after last week either. Now, I do think that a little bit of salt and pepper would improve the taste of this steak. The potatoes could use some salt as well. Stella, just a minute. Putting the rest over here in the potatoes. Okay, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Dog's killing me. Get down. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Sebastian. Boy, oh boy, you're having trouble even jumping up that. Come on, old man. Sorry about that, guys. Whew! I gotta say, that's actually hitting me. I'm feeling it. I ain't gonna lie, like I can actually feel it. Yep, I sure can. Let's get another little chunk of this cut off of here with the salt and pepper on it. Should be quite an improvement. It's kind of missing some seasoning, in my personal opinion. Get some of these mashed potatoes. You know, for instant mashed potatoes, these are pretty good. They remind me a lot of KFC mashed potatoes. They're smooth. They don't have that weird instant mashed potato flavor that I've had with some instant mashed potatoes before. And the steak itself is nice and tender. It's not overcooked. It's not undercooked. It's just about how I would prefer my steak to be. Yeah, I wasn't sure how well this steak was going to hold up to time. And I didn't want to let it go until I couldn't eat it. So thank you, MadDog, for sending this thing to me. And thank goodness it's still good to go. Now, this thing had a Best Buy date on it. Like, 2022 or something. But the other extreme hot dog menu that I saw, the more I look at this thing, that right there is green. You can't really see it on camera. It's green there, and there's some green over here and green over here. I can see it plain as day with my eyeballs. I mean, it smells okay. It smells like a typical weak snack bread. That reminds me. I want to have a little bite of steak, mashed potatoes, and a piece of that wheat snack bread. Just tear a little corner off up here. Hopefully this thing is still good. I don't see anything concerning on the inside there. Get me a little scoop of mashed potatoes up here, some steak, and a little wheat snack bread, and see if that improves it at all. Usually when I eat a steak, I'll take a bite of steak, a bite of potatoes, whether it be a baked potato or mashed potatoes, either or, and a bite of a roll or bread of some type. So that all mixed together pretty well, I would say. Smoky, I wonder if it's actually part of the grains. It makes up the bread. I've seen that in a few of the wheat snack breads. Murray. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a gazillion wheat snack breads, but usually that's not usually green. And this definitely has a green tint to it in person. It's not picking it up on camera. The color difference is just slightly off from me looking at the screen of the camera versus what I'm seeing with my eyeballs on this. So you guys have to take my word for it that it looks like, I mean, it's a shade of green. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to eat it anyway. I don't care. It'll be all right. But I don't think that's what it is. Clean my spoon off a little bit better so I can stir up my drink and give it a try. Yep, that beer is sitting on my stomach about like if I'd ate a 20-pound cinder block. It's actually not wanting to stay down. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, the Italian breadsticks usually do have green stuff in them. Not sure about the regular snack bread, no. The Italian ones, you're right. They have oregano and parsley. That would be the green that we're seeing in those. But the wheat snack bread shouldn't have anything green at all in it. I've never seen... you know what? I have had a moldy wheat snack bread one other time. But that's just one time. I wanted to give that a stir because it had a bunch of chunks in it earlier. But it looks like it's cleared completely up. Just looks like water now. It's a little bit more viscous than water. A little bit thicker than water, but not much. It's a lightly sweet, artificial grape flavor to that. And like I said, it's just slightly thicker. Yeah, who just said that? Hang on. Kaylin says, the multigrain snack breads that I've had so far did not have green specks in them. Agreed. Yeah, I've never experienced that in the wheat snack breads. That's just a typical wheat snack bread. Or am I wrong? I keep staring at this cap, and that's like, look at that. That is gnarly looking. That stuff, oh yeah, that's on there. Let's see if I can get you guys a look down in the bottle. Look what I was looking at. You can't even see through the bottom of the bottle. That's all solid crap on the bottom. That is unreal. Absolutely unreal. Look at that. Capped right back up. That'll display nicely. I could even get a little bit of gold foil and wrap around where I had to cut that and make that look like it's sealed again. That would be cool. Okay, moving on to why not some grape jelly? CT's favorite, our good buddy CT, Mrs. Trucker's husband, grape jelly. And if nobody knows what that's about, CT absolutely hates grape jelly. But I seem to think that he needs a box of 100 packs of grape jelly. I think that would make him happy. One of these days, I'm going to find 100 grape jellies. And I'm going to send them all to CT. All the way up there in Canada. I'm just going to break a chunk of that wheat snack bread off there. And put me some... Oh, look. Did I really cut that small a hole in there? Never mind. I gotta cut a bigger hole. Smaller the hole, the more control, Gundog says. But sometimes if you cut the hole too small, like I just did, you have no control, because like barely anything comes out. There we go. That should be good. This is a nice fresh jelly, just like the rest of this meal is nice and fresh. All the components are really new and really fresh. Look how nice that grape jelly looks. CT, you can't tell me that doesn't look good. Who needs enemies when I've got friends like you guys? You can't tell me that doesn't look good. That looks good. Now, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't prefer that to be strawberry. That would be much better, in my personal opinion. But grape is fine with me. All right, here, let's give it a try. Yep. Yeah, that wheat snack bread tastes weird. All I had was that little tiny piece mixed with steak and mashed potatoes before. I don't know. I don't know what that is. It almost tastes dusty, if that makes any sense to anybody. The texture is very flaky, dusty, almost. And it's leaving a film in my mouth afterwards. I don't have a choice. I don't have anything else to eat. You know how if you eat something like a certain donuts, like those coffee sticks, donuts things that they're called coffee sticks. But like if you eat one of them, it'll leave that greasy film in your mouth. That's what this wheat snack bread is doing to me. That's really strange. And I don't know. It just doesn't seem like anything I've ever encountered before. I've even eaten bad wheat snack bread before from like the early 90s. Or I should say the mid 90s. I don't know when they started doing wheat snack bread. It was probably mid 90s. Yeah, I don't know. I've had some of the earliest wheat snack bread, and it was no good. Hast Oldsmokey, you got a health hesitant? Yeah, I do. Thank goodness. The grape jelly's fine. Tastes like your typical sweet. I mean, grape jelly doesn't have much of a flavor. It just tastes like, I don't know. It's just like sweet and tangy, slightly artificial grape flavor. There's no way that they use much fruit in this. Corn syrup, grape juice, high fructose corn syrup, that's mainly what we're tasting there. Water, citric acid, pectin, potassium sorbate as a preservative. Of course. And here's Bob's proprietary peanut butter. This is, as far as I know, that's the place you get this at. Who's this packed by? Diamond Crystal Brands Incorporated, Savannah, Georgia. Give it a good knead real quick, because I really don't feel like splurging a bunch of peanut butter oil out on here, like I've done a gazillion times. But sometimes it's just, you know, when I'm eating the older stuff, it just will not incorporate back into a solid. This should be, oh, yeah, it's just a little runny. That's a little runny, gotta say. There we go, some runny peanut butter. It's kind of light colored too, if I'm being honest. It looks a little different. Let's see how it tastes. Nope. That tastes weird to me too. Might be because of the bread. I would say that's why. That is very thick, sticky. Peanut butter is it's got a really strong peanut flavor. A lot of oil coming off of that peanut butter. Let's see how this coffee is. I think I put a little bit too much coffee in there. Yep. It's not bad. A little bit bitter. I'm going back for more. That should tell you. Not bad. Yeah. I mean, I think I could have done a little better on the mixing on that, but not too awful bad. Not bad at all. Now we have cream cheese icing here, which I'm going to be honest is pretty close and pretty similar to the sweetened condensed milk. And what I'm going to, instead of opening this, I'm just going to use some sweetened condensed milk on the apple cake. Where did I put the sweetened condensed milk? Put it with that coffee. I thought, what did I do with that? I've definitely got a little bit of a buzz rolling. Huh, there it is. Yep. 70s peanut butter, all natural. The 1970s or prior, well, actually all the way till 1980, cans of peanut butter that you get in MCIs is one of the best peanut butters that I've ever had. And I would assume that it's all organic and just purely, natural peanut butter. And that would be why it's, I would consider it being so good. Alright, I'm going to put a little sweetened condensed milk on the end of this here. Makes it look all purty. And fill in the cracks there. There we go. Give it a try. Yeah, that's nice and sweet. The cake itself is got a lot of it has a lot of sugar in it. It's almost crunchy from so much sugar, but it also, what it has going for it, if I can find, it has actual pieces of apple in it, and that, in my opinion, helps it out tremendously. Gives it a nice tangy, chewy, there's like a chewy, fruity part of that as well. And then the natural apple flavor that comes from the chunks of apple. It almost has a caramel type flavor to it as well. I'm going to put half that cake right there, or a little more than half probably. I don't have anything to use this true lime or lemon on, so I'm going to set the cake on it on the side here. And we're going to open up this thing of apples right here. Put some of these apples on there. There we go. Now these are the spiced apples. That's why you're going to see those chunks of, I guess, cinnamon in there. There should be cinnamon, brown sugar, etc. in this. My steak's already good and cold, so I'm going to take some of these chunks of apples. I'm just going to dump it out on this cake back here. Why not? That stuff's so thick it's not even, look, not even dumping out of there. Come on. There it comes. Nice and slow. Like a slug. There we go. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Some chunks of apples on there now. Next, I'm going to take the sweetened condensed milk and I'm going to drizzle a little bit on this. Now we have ourselves a gourmet apple spiced cake, MRE cake. Look at that. Look at that. Stay on the fork. Come on. There we go. There's a good look at it. There we go. Down the hatch. I'll tell you what. The added tartness of the fruit, the actual chunks of fruit, plus that like cold, chewy, fresh texture that the apples give it, it's very refreshing and very dessert-like. That's just awesome. Gotta have one more bite here, and then I'll quit stuffing my face. Okay. Yeah, you can't beat that. I think I would prefer the Canadian apples on there, though. The Canadian apples are just, they have a cleaner, more crisp taste to them. These are more of a standalone dessert versus the Canadian apples are more like a snack of a fruit snack. A real fruit snack. We're going to check out this smoothie blend. Smoothie snack blend. Let's just call it the smoothie blend. 302 calories. 56 grams, which is 2 ounces. Good Lord. That is a lot of calories. I wonder if that knife just cut into it. Do it. That beetle is driving me nuts. Did you guys hear that hiss? Excuse me. There we go. So there's your look at the smoothie snack blend. Let's dump a little bit out in my hand here. Or how about a bunch out in my hand? You got like white chocolate chips. We got coconut, cane sugar, SO2 yogurt chips, which is what the white things are. What else is in here? Come on. Pineapple, coconut, and I don't know what that is. Pineapple, strawberry, sugar, citric acid, natural color, flavor packed in the, yeah. So it's coconut, pineapple, strawberry, and that's it. And the yogurt pieces. So let's look at the freaking coconut pieces. These things are huge. I'll give one of those a try. Oh my goodness. Kind of hard. Kind of bland. About like what you'd expect out of coconut. That's a pineapple piece. Here's your yogurt pieces. The pineapple's got a really nice texture to it. All natural. Tangy pineapple flavor. The yogurt pieces melt in your mouth. That's a strawberry right there. Kind of weird looking for a strawberry, I gotta say. The strawberry is amazing. Got a really nice natural strawberry flavor. Sweet. Chewy. Crunchy. They're all in. She ain't gonna stay out there. Woo! Alright, well, that's pretty much all the meal right there, huh? And I don't know if I should eat any more of that wheat snack bread or not. The green stuff is more down here on this end, on this bottom. I don't know. I'm going to watch the comments for a little bit and break out a 1989 Camel Light here. It definitely tastes like a full flavor nowadays. Down to my last, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got one in my humidor from New York, so I got 8 of these left. Well, this one's 9, but I have 8 left. Let me see if I can get K-Man's lighter to light for one more week. Oh, it's lit. There it is. It lit it. Murray Barber. Be good all and stay safe. I'm off to refill my beverage. So I had a really good idea today. That's enough, dogs. You guys are getting on my nerves. Anyways, I had a really good idea today. As I was grabbing a shower, I was thinking, I don't know. Well, I guess where I haven't had a haircut in forever is what made me start to think about it. I think, but I'll tell you guys what my idea was, and you can tell me if you would think this is a good idea, or if you'd have any interest in seeing this. And I don't know that I'll be able to pull it off. I'll probably have to have some help. I'm going to see if I can get some help from somebody to help me film this. But here's my idea. And it's not necessarily ration related, but I think I can incorporate something ration-wise in there, and I'll take a part of this. But I want to make an actual 30 to 45 minute film about my local barber. And, well, Dub C, please everyone remember to share. Yep, share out eating history. Let's make it #1 this week. Yes, for the finale, please. Thank you so much for that super chat, and thank you for saying that. Let's make eating history #1 on the ratings list this week. That would be freaking amazing. I'm telling you, if you guys make one of those like share chains with your friends, and they actually share it with their friends, and they share it with their friends, we could hit 1 million people in 2 days, like 3 days, if they actually shared with their friends, and they shared with their friends, and they shared, and on down the line, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, so here's my idea. My local barber, his name's Pete Burris. He's a absolutely awesome guy. I love him to death. He reminds me of kind of my grandpa. He reminds me of just like the picture of what a grandpa should be. Um, I'm pretty sure he did a little bit of military back in probably the 50s. But here's the deal. He's retired and has been retired now for probably about 6, maybe 7 years now. And he's probably pushing 85, 90 years old. And he's got bad knees. That's why he had to retire. His knees went bad on him, I guess, from standing and cutting hair for so long. But anyways, I was in there thinking, I would love to tell his story. He's got tons of pictures he used to keep up in the barber shop. He's got pictures. Here's the deal, though. His dad was actually the barber for my town before he took over. So he was the barber in my small town that I live in. He was the barber in my small town for, I want to say, probably about 60 years. Well over 50. I'm sure of that. So he literally he gave kids their first haircut and watched them, grow into old men. So he was around cutting hair for a long time. And I remember him telling me when he was a kid that he worked at a car lot across the river selling cars, and that was before he took over the barbershop from his dad. And his dad ran the barbershop until I think the late 70s, early 80s. But I mean, Pete went in there and started cutting hair long before his dad stopped. I think he has a fascinating story. I think it's a picture perfect story of small town America. It has a lot of things that, if I can tell this story properly, not only would it be a good story to tell, it would cement him and his legacy on the internet for anyone to see forever. If I can make this film correctly, then I think it could be great for his kids to look back at someday, which his kids are older themselves. I mean, they're in their 60s and 70s. So I think it would be a good idea to try to get his story documented and try to tell just how many people. I would also like to expand on not only his story, but like to expand on other people's lives that he's touched. Just because when you go into a barbershop, now this was your classic barbershop, and I went in there. The first time I went in there was probably when I was like 8 years old. I would say 8 or 9. I would roughly, and got my hair cut in there until he retired. Even he came in after retirement and would cut my hair. He didn't cut very many people's hair, but he did cut mine and a few other people's. He just lives right up the block from me here. And yeah, I don't know. I think about him a lot, and I appreciate the man. He's probably heard more stories than all of us on this live stream right now combined. I bet you he's heard more stories in his lifetime than all of us combined. Working in that barbershop, it was just, like I said, it was a picture perfect, exactly what you would think of a small town barbershop. You would have your regulars that would go in there and would sit all day, which the 2 guys that I know that did that have passed away, so they're gone. I can't get their aspect on it, but I think it would be really cool to try to tell that story the best I can. Incorporate some of his photos if he would be cool with that. Childhood stuff on up, all the way up, to present day. I think I could really tell a pretty cool story for him and be able to kind of preserve the memory of everything that he's done. So I don't know what you guys would think about something like that. I've been focusing on trying to tell the story because I haven't really said it out loud. I just really thought about it today. And that's what I was thinking. So Miss Sharon says it sounds awesome. Miss Marilyn says it sounds awesome. Oh, I think it could appeal to a lot of people. And also, if he, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he did a little bit of a military service in there. I was thinking about having him open up a B unit that I know would be good from the 50s, because I should have one or two 1950s B units, 52, 51, 52 B units that I know would be good that don't have jam in them. That's the downfall of the 50s B units, is if they have jam in them. MRE good also, make the damn video, I'll watch it, share it, and find value in it. Film, direct, and produce it. All it takes is a phone or a GoPro. Well, it's going to be a little bit more difficult than that, because, especially with the times right now, I can't take a chance of getting him sick. So I don't know if I'll be able... Yeah, nobody can take a chance. I mean, he's probably close to 90. I'd say he's probably 88, 89, somewhere along in there. So, going to have to be careful about how I approach that. And definitely give it time. Give him time, get for all this to clear up. Or we could try to keep the distance. Maybe I might be able to figure out a way to do it without being in the same room with him. Damn, he's almost as old as I am. Yeah, okay. No way you're 88, 89. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I guess you could be, but I'd be surprised. I would be surprised. Whoops, CT's taking off. Bye, CT. Hate to see you go, buddy. But we love to watch you leave. Ain't that what they say? Did I miss a super chat, guys? Dub C, please everyone remember. Oh, no, I got it from Dub C. Got it. Live chat. Okay, back to live chat. Oh my god, this beetle is getting on my nerves. No way I can catch it either. Keeps going inside the lamps. They like to cook themselves on those lamps, I guess. Where's my chat at? My chat disappeared, guys. There it is. It came back. I would have drank all the beer by the time I get to the post office. Toodles. But yeah, I've also been talking to Gabe a good bit here lately, and he's got a bunch of older beers and stuff that he's not going to do anything with. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I might be able to do something with them. Hopefully they aren't as chunky and roached as, I mean, I can't believe how thick the bottom of this thing is. Shake some of that off the bottom. Nothing but chunks in there. Oh, it leaked out on my hand. And that's what came out of it. Just good stuff. Good stuff. You know it. Quality stuff I put in my gut. Only for you guys. That's what these things remind me of, the bottle styles of Modelo. I don't know why. That's what I always think of. I love the way they put this gold leaf on here, though. And how easily it comes off. That Anheuser-Busch symbol is cool on there, too. Puerto Rico. Give her a good wipe down there. I'm going to have to clean it out anyway. But I will do that. I've still got quite a meal to finish here tonight. me see here. I have this from this is from the show. This is the only thing I have to show. This right here. And this right here. This is from Eating History. There's a can opener in here, an accessory packet, and a B3 unit. All this right here came from Eating History. And I don't know if I want to open it or if I want to save it. And this is something else I've had sitting around for like a year. I've never had a Ritter's. That's how dusty it was. Ritter's Sport. Milk chocolate with praline. You got cornflakes, fine milk chocolate, marzipan, another praline. There's 2 of those. Butter biscuit, hazelnuts, another cornflakes, and another fine. So there's doubles of most of them except the butter biscuit. There's only one of the butter biscuit ones. And I have never tried these things. And I've always wanted to. I'm going to try some of these right now. Why not? Why not? MRE Goodall, as much as I want one, I still don't own a P38. MRE Goodall. I tell you what, dude. Here's a deal for you. If you go over on my Patreon and put $1 on my Patreon, I will send you a P38. How's that sound? That should cover the shipping for a P38. That's the best way I know how to do that. Here we go. Trying to praline first. And I'm going to be sending packages to everybody who's over there on my Patreon. That is coming very soon. As soon as I get paid. Just smells like milk chocolate so far. Okay, I'm going to break it, and I'm going to break it. And again, this was the praline, I think. Yep, this is the praline one. That's what it looks like before I bite it. Not much going on there. I'm just going to eat the rest of it and see if I can get some kind of praline flavor out of that. I'm not getting it. I don't know. It tastes pretty much like milk chocolate to me. Cornflakes. Let's see what these are about. Well, I ripped that open. Like a dummy. Not going to keep very well like that. Can't keep ripping them open like that. Now this, you can definitely see the cornflakes up in there. That's encouraging. Let's see how this one is. Crunchy. Okay. The cornflake flavor's coming through, actually. Yeah. Those are alright. I like the cornflake one. I like the contrast in texture. Gifted, not gives. Yeah, I sent Miss Renee the Fred from the Ration that Dan from Australia sent me, that CR1M that was busted. I have a feeling I'm not going to be impressed with. There's only one marzipan one as well. There's one marzipan and one of the butter biscuit. This looks like dark chocolate. Whoa! For his P38, y'all rock. Well, how about that? Jesse Michael coming through. Marzipan. You got it, Jesse. Got you covered, buddy. Alright, here you go. Jesse, did I give you one when we met up? I had a pocket full of them to give away. I know I gave some away. That's that classic marzipan flavor. Has that kind of weird texture. Almost kind of reminds you of a really finely ground coconut. Oh, there's a hazelnuts one too. I'm not going to open that one. It's just hazelnuts. This is probably one of the ones I'm most excited about. There we go. That's the way to open it right there, huh? It's just straight up a butter biscuit covered with chocolate. Look at that. That's awesome. Give it a try. Oh, the whole biscuit came out. Oh, wow. That's killer. That buttery biscuit in there, it's really nice. Gives it a really nice buttery flavor to go with that. That milk chocolate's kind of rich, but the butter biscuit kind of levels it out. That's pretty daggone good, I gotta say. No complaints. I got a bag of stuff over there from Karsten, too. That's just a bunch of little odds and ends that I probably should get to sometime. Yep. Say my coffee's just about cold. Still lukewarm. Can't remember who that was I told about the P38 up there, and Jesse sent that in for, but they'll have to send me an email or something so I can make that happen. The email is in my description, and I will make her happen. Alright, so probably about time to close down the old live stream and finish up my food for the night. I don't know if I'm going to eat that thing or not. It even smells off. I'll probably eat it anyway. I mean, it can't be any worse than what was in that, right? I don't think it could be much worse than what's in there. Oh yeah. Yep, by the way, I don't know, hang on. I don't know if Tracy Phillips was in here or not. But I want to say a huge thanks to MadDog. Again, his link is right down in the very top of my description. That'll take you to his newest video. You can subscribe to his channel from there. Also want to say a huge thanks to Miss Marilyn. Always awesome. And Miss Marilyn is wonderful, as Tracy would say. And I was looking to see if Tracy was in here. But everybody, thank you guys for coming, hanging out on the live stream. Hit that thumbs up or down, either way. Let Google get their little chunk of information that they crave so bad. That way, maybe this little video here, this little live stream, can get promoted by the god Google. And definitely try to start a share chain, or I don't know what you would call it. Try to start a chain on your social medias. See if you can get all your friends and family members and their friends and family members and their friends and family members to tune in to Eating History this Wednesday at 10/9 Central, 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. Let's get Eating History to #1 in the ratings. If that happens, I'm going to definitely feel like I had a huge part in that by, not me, you guys, if that something like that happens, and I got to say a huge thanks for last week as well for the ratings getting up to where they did. I think we were like number 37, which is pretty daggone good considering when we started out. Our first week we were at like I looked it up and we were at like want to say like 71 for our first episode. And then the second week we were at like 91 or something like that. And then for last week, for us to be back up to 30, like 36 or 37, something, definitely top 40. So 39, 38, 37, somewhere along in there. That was awesome. And that absolutely has to do with each and every one of you guys being so cool, being willing to share the show and talk about it and tell your friends about it. That really right there is what has helped the most, getting the ratings up. Because I can tell you right now, it's not because History Channel's running commercials for it or doing any advertising for it, because that sure ain't what it is. Because I haven't seen a commercial for the show or people been telling me, which a couple people told me they quit running commercials for it about 4 to 5 weeks ago, somewhere along in there. They might run every now and again that people aren't catching, but they were running commercials for it all the time, and then they stopped. I don't know. I have no idea. I could talk to you about theories about what I think it is. I don't know. But we would love to do a season 2. I already know that a bunch of folks have sent things in to the History Channel. It's actually just called History, but I still say History Channel. To the History Channel for season 2 of Eating History. There's been all kinds of folks that have seen those promotions. If you want to send anything in to Eating History, go to history.com/Eating History, and they give you an address to send things. And I all kinds of folks have been referred to that because they've been wanting to send things in, and that's what I have to assume, that there's been quite a few things sent in already. So I would say chances of something getting on the show would be the older the better, and the older and edible the better. So it doesn't necessarily it has to be something we think that we can eat, or there's not going to be much point in pursuing it. But something that's just flat out not going to be edible, usually we don't usually mess with it. But if the outer box or the outer can or the outer package looks good, and then we get into it and find out it's not edible, there's still maybe, there's plenty of information that we can dig up on just about anything and everything that is food related out there. Research is a huge part of it, just finding all the research that we can, all the history behind these things. It's crazy to see how it unfolds on the show, how, like, for instance, Heinz, how Heinz changed America, how Heinz changed the way we do things in America. And that's just like the food production line. People refer to Ford and him doing an assembly line as being like the first one that done it. No, food was the first thing that was done on an assembly line, not a Ford car. And I'm sure that's where he got the idea for it. That abandoned town was dope. Too bad. More time with. I know. JC, I agree. Me and the director talked about that on and that's something else too. If you guys want to check out the Eating History after shows over on Josh McCouga's channel, my co-host, we do an after show every week after the show on Wednesday. After it airs on the West Coast, we all get together, and the showrunner, Matt is amazing. He's actually he was the showrunner for Pawn Stars for the first 5 years. So he was a huge influence on Pawn Stars being what Pawn Stars is now. So that is a huge accomplishment. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I think he doesn't take enough credit when it comes to that, but he definitely had a big, big, big part to do with that. And anyways, he joins us sometimes, and we talked about the fact that when we went to Yellow Dog, that part right there could have been an entire episode. That could have taken up an entire half hour because you guys didn't see anything hardly that we ate while we were there. I picked up cans of Spam off the floor of the kitchen that had been abandoned for the last 18, what was it? I don't know. I can't remember how many years. But that can of Spam was 18 years old. And I picked it up off the floor of that kitchen of a house that didn't have windows in the kitchen. And I ate that can of Spam. That should have been on the show. I'll be honest. I probably wouldn't have ate that ham or that Spam had I known that it wasn't going to make the show. I just wouldn't have seen the point in it because it was 20-year-old Spam that had been sitting in an abandoned house with the windows missing and just laying out in the elements for God knows how long. A long time. So we had that Spam. We had a Pepsi PM. We had a Pepsi PM, which I think was from a 78. Might have been 1978, I believe. Or, yeah, something like that. We had the Mario bun there that we found upstairs in that bedroom, which was super cool. What else? We found 3 of the large ketchups, Heinz ketchup. Those were very, very dark. I don't even know how to describe to you. They were just very dark red. Not what the ketchup, Heinz ketchup, normally looks like. It was like 10 shades darker. It was almost black. Yeah, but we don't want to hear anyone else's BS. You're our family, and we want your opinion. We only tolerate your co-host. You would enjoy the after shows over on Josh's channel. I'm on it. I'm on that after show, so you guys can go check that out. It's a good time, and we have a good time over there. He has 2 comedian buddies that he brings over on there too. Ken, I can't remember, Napsala, I can't pronounce his last name. I can't remember it either. It's Ken and can't remember his other buddy's last name. I'm not even going to, I can't look it up right now. Oh, hey, Gabe, I see you just sent me a bunch of pictures. Okay, I'll take a look at those here in a second. Heinz is rich. What's his channel again? It's just called Josh McCouga. Here, I'll pull it up on my phone right now, and I will show you guys what it looks like so you can find it for yourselves. Josh McCouga. There it is. It's called The Josh McCouga Show. There it is. Oh, looks like he's live right now. He wants to be the next host of Jeopardy, by the way. But, yeah, let's just go ahead and...
That's the day that I'll never forget.
He's doing a Jeopardy based on, Seinfeld, I believe. That's what I thought it was going to be. I can't see through the comments what it's about. I think it's about Seinfeld. Anyway, so there you go. It's called The Josh McCouga Show. That is his channel. Here, I'll pull up one of the videos of our after show and show you guys right here. This is whoops. Let's take that back. There you go. That's what it will look like, thumbnail. And then here, there I am. There's Matt. That's our showrunner. And then there's Ken up there. And that's Mark Ellis. Kim Knapsack, I think is how you pronounce it. But, yeah.
And it was everywhere in the summer of '89, you could not escape Batman, and Prince was all over the radio, and you saw Joker logos everywhere, and Batman logos. Everybody had the Batman shoes, and like it was.
How many heads are nodding? Yep.
As an 8-year-old kid, Ken,
How
were you, did your
stupid.
parents let you go see Batman?
That's funny.
Yeah, during graduation in junior high, 8th grade, I got to go there. Yeah, not allowed.
Jesse Michael says the after show is good. I've been to all of them so far. I hope the show. I hope they show the spam in the webisode. I hope they show the spam in a webisode too. That's something else you guys can check out too. Let me pull those up. There are a bunch of these little webisode or whatever you want to call them that they've been putting up. Like, as you can see, there's a bunch of these clips and stuff. And then there's also pirated episodes. That's funny. Here, let me stop that. Let's see. This, guys, this is one I suggest you check out. You have to wait till after the ad, which is 15 seconds long. It's not a 5-seconder. But this is one where I screwed with Josh really hard about eating bugs because he said
food is extremely dangerous. We do this at home.
Here, let me show you the title.
Something wrong, man. I got something I think you're gonna like. Actually, you know what? No, I know.
And this, let me show you all why.
The names that they're not bad.
Oh, I just missed it.
You went out of this falsity that he is claiming. I've had bugs before.
Here.
I've tried insects.
Nope, you said I like them.
I may have said they're not bad.
I like insects.
Is there a playback of this falsity that he is claiming? I've had bugs before, and I like them.
Yes.
You went out of your way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll never forget that day. That was such a good day. And the thing is, that little webisode, it doesn't show it. I ended up eating almost every bug that he ate. And it was just kind of trying to make him feel better because he was having such a hard time with it. And they ended up not showing any of that at all. But I hardcore was not going to do it because he's the one that said that he liked bugs. You guys go check that one out, man. Go there, give it some views, and tell me what you think. I haven't went down and read any of the comments yet, but yeah, Josh says it kind of tastes like potato chips. He doesn't know what he's talking about sometimes. Josh is not the greatest at describing flavors all the time, but sometimes he catches aspects of description of flavor that I would never think of or never would catch. So it's a good contrast in the difference between how me and him think of food, how me and him describe and judge food. So me and him are good together, I feel like. Mick Taylor and Glad Smokey and Steve are still uploading. Yes, sir. I have actually got some videos in the works, and I think I got all my bugs worked out on the computer, so working on that. Finally, it feels good to actually be doing something like that again. Good old coffee. Cold coffee. All right, yep. That wasn't good. I took a drink of this, and then for some reason I picked up the coffee and took a drink of the coffee. Coffee and grape drink. Grape coffee drink. That's a new one. I think I could probably market that and sell it, and nobody would buy it. Grape flavored coffee drink. Yeah, I don't think anybody'd buy it. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to sign off. And again, MadDog, link to MadDog right top of the description. Go check him out. Get him a subscribe. All that good stuff. Let Google know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, Google loves to get that information. Or YouTube, Google, same thing. Thanks to my patrons. You guys for hanging in over there, helping out. Can't say thanks enough to you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. and I can't wait to reciprocate that. I love to be able to give back, and those are some of the first people that are going to get given back to. And yeah, I'll probably do the little stop stream here and then finish my meal. I think I got some fat to cut off of this thing. Definitely some up there. But again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Make sure that you check out Eating History this Wednesday. It's the finale. It is the last new episode. And I'm really hoping that History Channel is going to rerun them all. And it's going to be premiering in the UK soon. And it's also going to be premiering in Canada soon. Good old Canada. Let me grab the sticker that Smitty sent me. Good old Canada. Going to be premiering up there, I believe, next month. And it's going to be premiering in the UK, I believe, next month. I got some interviews that I'm going to be doing for the UK stuff coming up soon. I don't know. I'll tell whoever lives over in the UK how they can check that out once I find out how they can check that out and once I've done the interviews. But hopefully I can get another interview on my local news this week, preferably on Wednesday, so I can get more West Virginians to tune in this week. And yeah, I want to say huge thanks to everybody who tuned into this live stream while it was live, and anybody who rewatches it later. Thank you guys for everything you do. Every time you watch one of my videos, it helps. I super appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that crap. Share it with your friends. Get them to subscribe to the channel so they can check it out. And definitely have them check out Eating History this Wednesday at 10/9 Central for our finale. It's going to be a good one. I can promise you guys. And it's going to have something on there that's going to... It blew my mind when it happened. So it's going to blow your guys' mind when you see it. So that's all I can say about that. I can't spoil it. I can't tell you any more details, but it's seriously interesting. And you guys know if I'm saying that, it's legit. It's definitely going to be 100% weird, crazy, interesting, and all the above. Tons of cool history, and I'll tell you the backstory behind that. If they don't tell it on the show, I'll tell you guys the actual backstory to that afterwards, because it is unbelievable. Absolutely, really, really cool. And definitely check out all the webisodes or little clips that they've been putting together. They're actually going to put together webisodes, from what I understand, that are going to be like a little bit longer. Because I'm telling you right now, we have so much footage and so many, heck, even so many items that didn't even make the show that we ate. So hopefully some of those will make the YouTube webisodes. So, all right, guys, I'm going to... guess all I really got left to do is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Later. Alright. That's the fork. And I'm eating cold food. Nope. Yep. Part of my fork. Oh. Ooh. Yep. Almost puked. Almost puked. Ugh. Ooh, what is going on with that? That's weird. What is the hell? That's too much fat. Oops. It's just as good cold. God, that's good with the coffee. doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you looking for? I do have a chunk of fat in there that I can give you. Yeah, just give me a second. I can take these cups in there anyway. You want that fat? Huh? Look at you. Yeah. Big old brown eyes. There's nothing up here right now that you can have, Stella. This. There we go. Oh, shit. It's not your fault, Stella. It was my fault. Damn. Fuck. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright. Son of a bitch. You'll have to give me a second before I give you that fat, Stella. I gotta clean up this mess that I just made. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. No. Wow. Really made a mess. Jesus. Come on, I don't even know where to put this right now. Up there. I need more paper towels, big time. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm an idiot. Can't believe that happened. Jesus. For sure. Hang on, Stella. Huh. Whoa. Yeah. That was a gunshot, yes. Sounded like it was in town. No, you're not going out there. Holy shit. What the freaking hell? Stella, that was way too close. And look what you done to my board. You tore it all to hell. Move. Move. See what you're doing? Stop it. No. Absolutely not. Look what you done. You put holes plumb through this thing. I don't know why there was a gunshot. Shouldn't have been a gunshot. Well, that's not gonna work. Son of a bitch. Stop it, Stella. Stop it. else. Shut up, Stella. Hey, hey. Stop it. I'll grab your pistol and we'll go take a walk. And we'll see what the hell that was. Because that sounded like it was next door. You gotta let me put this stuff up. Never heard no sirens after, so it must not have been. I don't know what it was, Stella. I still gotta clean this bottle out and clean the tray up.